Hey guys, it's Morgan coming to you with the first ride video on the Beta 200RR race. It's the 2022. If you guys watched the first video where we walked around and looked at it, this is the second video. We're out here at Peach Valley. It is snowy, it is crazy. There has been some nutty stuff going on today. So if you want to watch that and hear my opinions on this awesome bike, spoiler alert, join us. Here we go. Okay guys, we got the 2022 Beta 200RR race out of here at Peach Valley, and we are here. Let's talk about it a little bit. We got the Highland PWK stock carburetor, but we do have an RK Tech head insert, and we have TBT suspension. Those are two big performance gains. The rest of it's all guards and stuff like that. Not a ton of stuff on this bike. It's pretty you know, budget build, if you want to call it that. Full of gas, and let's go rip it up. Choke. Leave it in the Sun map, which is the little more aggressive map. I'm assuming, I don't really know, but assuming that's a little more aggressive ignition timing. Alright guys, first impression, this motorcycle is awesome. Oh man, so quick little rundown. You saw it, just whoops, fast does it, right? So nothing crazy, a few steep ups, things like that. Motor feels amazing in this stuff, absolutely incredible. Just crisp, clean. Like I said, it's got an RK Tech head, so this is not stock, but it's also not crazy money. Insert is 180 bucks for these because it's already a two-piece head, so it's not some giant bill to do that. And since it's got a carburetor, all you gotta do is change some jets. I will figure out the jetting, so subscribe, stick around, whatever. I don't know what jetting's in, I can't remember. Garrett and I have talked about it, but I just forget. Controls are awesome. Clutch feels awesome. It's a Brembo clutch, so it should feel good. Brakes are Nissan. I like them very much. They're not as good as Brembos, but they are very, very good. Very predictable, very, very good. Suspension is incredible. I expected that with TBT valving and KYB forks. It's a good, really good. Again, we're just getting started here in the fast whooped out stuff. So, you know, we're gonna go to the rocks next. So we're gonna got one more loop through this fast stuff to do. Then we'll head out. Let's check and see what gearing it's got at, because I don't know. I think it's a 49 on the rear and a 15. So the internal transmission in this thing has got to be low. So it's 1549, which, like I said, that's usually would be really, really tall feeling. So I guess let's see what it does in the rocks, but doesn't feel abnormal. I think I was in third gear through all that, which is about what I usually do. So, all right, let's finish up this fast stuff and let's go get in the rocks. That was third up fast. That's good. Alright guys, let's talk about what I'm noticing. The motor feels good. I think it might be a little lean on the bottom, so I'm gonna turn the air screw in. Not like bad, I can just, I feel like maybe it takes just a little bit longer to come down than it should, so no big deal. I'm just gonna turn that in. I'm gonna go a whole turn because, oh, that's way out actually. Alright, I'm gonna set it to 1 out and turn the idle up. Just a little. I feel like that was all right. I like that better. All right, now let's talk about the suspension. It feels really good. I did notice I feel like I'm kind of blowing through the stroke. It's probably because Garrett is a big guy, but I'm a little bit faster than he is. So I'm gonna click his compression in 3 on the forks, and I think 3 on the shock too. All right. Gonna leave the high speed where it is, leave the rebound where it is, and check this out. So we're gonna head up Eagle Valley. Instead of going out Sunset Rocks, we're gonna go all the way up to the top of Spikes Trail. So this is gonna be really rocky going up, and then we're gonna drop off of the Black Ridge Trail. So it'll be super steep. We'll do some kind of big drops down and off of things and feel how it does there. You guys have all been with me on this trail lots of times, so enjoy. Alright, let's get out of this fast stuff and head into the rocks, which is where betas were made to be. So I'm gonna go into this at first. Just that's good. That was good. It's a good first gear. Definitely could have done it in second. I think I will next time. And actually this climb here, we'll do it in second. Oh, that one landed well. I think my adjustments did good. All right, nice. Oh, bike is good, guys. So the transmission feels really good, even with the 1549. Like I said, that's really tall sounding. It's just, the internal gears must be nice and low, which is normal for betas. I've found that betas are feel very trialsy, transmissions and motors. This one is like that. Feels like it's got a little more over rev than a normal, like the 300 beta, which again it should. It's a 200. But yeah, it over revs good, and yeah, it's really nice. The chassis feels good in those rocks. I think I can tell the difference in that sack shock versus KYB or a well set up WP. It's not that, it's good, it's fine, it's super rideable, like whatever, it's totally fine. We valved it, it's so much better than it was. But that would be a huge improvement, I think. If you guys are looking to buy a 22 or getting a 23 that comes with those KYB, I guess I'd say get the KYB. That's definitely a nice upgrade. I can definitely tell he doesn't have Mako 360 on here. Bars feel rigid, even though they're not. They're nice fat bars, but they feel rigid in my hands compared to all my cushy 360s. So yeah, guys, so far I'm loving this thing. This is an awesome bike to ride. Feels very small and compact. Everybody calls this the 7/8 bike. It feels like that. It feels short, feels narrow, feels light, all very good things. Feels a little twitchy. It's funny. When I was going fast out in the desert, it didn't feel twitchy. But then it started to feel twitchy in the tight stuff when I picked up the pace just a little. So it's probably a setup thing, or it's just in my head. But it's not even bad. It's good. The bike is good. So let's keep on going up. We'll see. Hopefully we don't get in too much snow. All right, this next section is a good test. Like, I'm gonna shoot down. Okay, we're going into it in a second. This is steep and rocky, guys. Nice. Ah, the girl. Little beta. Little Italian princess. Woohoo! That was awesome. That's a famous little step up from a lot of my videos. Alright guys, so I want to put it in the rain map because it seems like that would be appropriate. Well, actually, I can already tell the difference. It doesn't want to spin up quite as fast. That's actually nice. This is actually a lot more slippery than it looks. You guys hear that? Clutch making that weird noise. I've heard that that's a common thing when you get one of these 200s hot and start slipping the clutch, which is what I just did. Comment below if that's a thing, and if you have a fix, let me know. We're gonna dig into that for sure. Again, make sure you guys subscribe because we're gonna do basically to this bike what we did with my 23-300. Oh yeah, we'll be fine. Haha. All right. So here we are, going down towards the lip, but I want to launch a drone because I think it'll be freaking cool looking. So give me a second. By the way, guys, if I haven't shown you, I don't think I have. This is the Wolf Pack with this extra Molly backpack kind of thing put on it. Holds the drone completely. Super, super cool. Tell you what, these fly windproof gloves are pretty darn nice. Keeping my hands toasty. Right on, guys, that is an awesome motorcycle. Let's sit down and talk about it. All right, guys, let's talk about that Beta 200 RR race. It is a really, really nice motorcycle. I really don't have any complaints at all. The only thing I could say is it does feel a little small, but actually I'm not a big guy, so that's not a bad thing. I'm only 5'10", 5'11", so with like a 32-inch inseam, so I'm not a big dude. So that bike actually fits pretty good. It just fits very differently than my other bikes, so it feels small because my other bikes probably feel a little big, right? My other bike, if you don't know, my other bike is a 23 300XC and then an 18 300XCW. So, and then an XR 650, and then my kids have YZ250s and stuff like that. So I ride them all. Those all kind of feel big. This one feels kind of small, but again, not in a bad way. It's a little nervous in the tight stuff, which is not a bad thing. It's just, again, it's different. I think that thing is probably going to really, really, really shine in the really tight stuff. I think that's what betas are really best at, although they do win hare and hounds too. So, but they're on their 4-strokes, not their 2-strokes generally. So I think the thing is amazing. The carburation feels great. Again, it's a PWK 36 millimeter. It came stock on it. It does not have a throttle position sensor because it doesn't have the oil injection. So it's just a carburetor dumping fuel into the motor. The suspension feels great. Again, it's TVT suspended. It's definitely not tuned for me. I'd have to click on it more. I did good stuff by like going in with the compression, but it definitely could use some more tweaking, I think, to get it right. But very, very good. Definitely an amazing platform, and like I said, it's tuned for Garrett, not for me. The motor is brilliant, honestly. It's like my 125, but on steroids, in the good way. Not like that 144, 150 big bore feel, which kind of slows them down and makes them, I don't know. I don't like 150s, okay? Whatever, we can argue about that. I'm not a fan of 150s or 144s. My kid had one. It was a great bike, but I don't like them. I like 125s or this 200. It's like I said, the 150 just not my thing. This 200 though has enough more low end. It's noticeably a crap load more low end than the 125. Still revs quite high. Just feels good. Feels smooth. Feels crazy strong with the RK Tech head. Again, it's only a $180 part versus a $350 part like the full 2-piece rigs because it's already a 2-piece, so it's just an insert. Way to go, Beta, on that. That's awesome. But yeah, I think it's awesome. First impression, that thing's awesome. Make sure you stick with us. We're gonna dig into it. Take some stuff apart. The one thing I do want to talk about is that clutch squeal. I got it to squeal a few times. Kelsey at RK Tech, who's a big Beta fan, who rides a 200 and a 300 Beta, he mentioned it to me before I even rode it, and sure enough, it does that. When you get it hot and you're in too high of a gear and you start really, really taxing the clutch, it goes, and it slips. And it doesn't slip like it's gonna like burn it up, but anyway, it's not good. It's a weird sound. So we're going to open that up. Probably the next video is going to be me taking that clutch apart and seeing what I can find. See if there's anything we do to get rid of that. So anyway, I hope you guys liked that video. I had a blast riding it. I hope you guys had fun watching it. Make sure you subscribe, stick around. We're going to do a ton more on that and a ton more on a lot of awesome motorcycles. Get out, pop some wheelies.